Does Marvel Rivals need a role queue? Short answer, yes. It definitely needs the option, not replacing the open queue. Don't shit your diapers, but I want the option. I know this is an unpopular position, and if you saw my review, you know I don't give a fuck about agreeing with people.
That's my opinion!
But before you call me trash, I know I'm bad, okay? I'm only Diamond 3, but I have very good reasons, and if they don't add it, I have suggestions at the end of this video to make rank significantly less awful. My first and most important reason is I can count on one hand the amount of games I've played where my DPS weren't a complete waste of air. It's always an issue when a new game comes around and a certain group always forget how video games work. Like if you dive into their backline around a corner and their whole team splits to kill you, how am I supposed to out-heal that? You push their spawn and there's 6 walls between us. I need line of sight. You're on Bucky and you've ulted twice and still don't have a kill, and it's the support's fault? You haven't hit a single arrow with Hawkeye. Why haven't you swapped? And don't even get me started on these Spider-Mans. Jesus, I'm impressed half of them could even spell Marvel to find it on Steam, let alone queue a game. I guarantee 80% of the DPS I've had are still wondering when Batman will be in the game. Well, why don't you just play DPS? I mean, I could, but playing 4 DPS, a support, and a tank sucks ass. I've tried playing DPS like 30 or 40 times, and only twice have I had 2 supports and 2 tanks as well. And in case you don't think 222 is meta, have you met any bitches in 2024? But let's take a look at what comps the people in the top ranks are playing.
They did a 1-4-1 and lost. 222, 222, 222, and they lost 1-3-2. Both teams 222, 222, 222. Losing team 1-3-2. Weird.
If I go DPS, I get a team comp that a first grader would pick. Defense is the best offense in this game, but for some reason, and it will be the first thing I ask God, when this game inevitably makes me Jeff dive over the edge, why does everyone want to play Duelist, but still suck so bad at it? And my second reason is I need to know that these kids should actually not only be in my rank, but be DPS in my rank. Because my last game, both my DPS were god awful. One wouldn't switch off DPS and the other wouldn't even switch off Hawkeye. And we got dove the entire game. They got triple diffed and blamed our tanks. Then when I and my tanks, very calmly as I'm known to be, explained that they never took high ground, flanked, or even attempted to shoot the healer, this game is unplayable. And then they said, I never played DPS, you both insta-locked. I'm only Diamond, but the main reason we need role queue is so kids can't play Cloak and Dagger up until they're in my game and then decide they're gonna one-trick Hawkeye from here on out. And their egos, like, bro, you played a whole convoy and got 1 kill? Please switch. Then they say we're crying? Like, yeah, you're throwing my game. I'm pissed. If you want to try out a new agent, please play quick play. If there was a role queue, I know I'm Diamond, and I know my DPS are Diamond just by playing DPS. But alas, they said they'll never add it, so we need at least one, if not both of these things. A full scoreboard and some kind of indicator that lets others know who your main agent is. I want to know how much damage and healing people get at least between rounds. If I have a Luna with 1k heals or a Scarlet Witch with 2k damage, I need to tell them very nicely to get the fuck off that agent. And when you're loading up, I want an indicator of who you mainly play, or at least what role you play, and have Marvel Rivals start with that role selected so you, Stan Lee, and the Marvel Rival gods know that you should be on support. But what do you guys think? Should there be a role queue? Let me know down in the comments. I reply to every single comment, so let's get some actual conversation in between me being called a homosexual and a shit can.
Hey, who is? That's what kind of moon in. Ain't too much to prove if I'm the boss in every room in. I don't do no capping in my songs, think I'm just too official. I've been down to earth for way too long, I'm in a new dimension.